Alright, here we go. The AFL All-Australian Awards are here. And I was going to live stream it, but I saw Pat was streaming it, and I'm like, you know what? Number one, I'm not going to get as many viewers, and number two, all the limelight can go to him. And I thought I'd just make a video on it, reacting to quite a big night. The AFL Awards night, the full All-Australian team, the AFL Coaches Award, the Young Player of the Year, I think the Rising Star too. Yeah, there are a lot of awards handed out tonight. I'm going to record a reaction of it. And the first award, the AFL Coaches Young Players Award. Sam Mitchell is presenting it. Let's see who wins it. Jai Newcomb. Wow. That was a little bit unexpected, you know. He's had a phenomenal first 2 years in footy. And yeah, I mean, he deserves it. It was just a little bit unexpected. Well-deserved Jai Newcomb, presented by his coach. Now, for the AFL Coaches Award, Champion Player of the Year, Simon Goodwin and Stuart Dew presenting it. Might be a Melbourne or Gold Coast player then. So it's a tied winner here. Gold Coast and Melbourne player, I assume. Clayton Oliver and Sue Camilla. Andy Brayshaw robbed, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Obviously, Clayton Oliver's had a phenomenal year, but Sue Camilla also deserves it. He's probably, alongside Andy Brayshaw, my Brownlow favourite. Now the Rising Star has to be Nick Dacos. Yeah, Rising Star 2022. If it isn't Nick Dacos, it's a robbery. And can I just say, the Coaches Award didn't have Andy Brayshaw in the top 5. Are you joking me? Now here we go, the nominees from round 1 to 8. Round 1 was Essendon's Nick Martin. Round 2, Jake Bowie of the Melbourne Footy Club. Up to this point, he was undefeated in his AFL career. So, yeah, he's a real good player. He's dropped out the side recently, but yeah, what a player he is for the D's. Round 3, Nick Dacos, only his third ever footy game, AFL game, sorry. Yeah, I mean, Nick Dacos. If he doesn't win Rising Star, I will be shocked. If Nick Dacos doesn't win it, it would have to be someone like Sam De Koning. I think they're the only two real standouts. Josh Rochelle, round 5, kicked 5 goals in his first round of footy against the Dockers. I do remember that game. I was there at the Adelaide Oval. But yeah, he does deserve a Rising Star nomination. And he was my Rising Star tip in my pre-season predictions. So let's hope he wins it for my tip, I guess. Jai Newcomb, the Young Player of the Year award, he gets round 6. Jack Ingham in round 7. He won the Anzac medal in this round, and he was lighting the competition with his antics on and off the field. So yeah, he obviously deserves a nomination. And round 7, the number 1 pick, Jason Horton-Francis. He did well in a very underwhelming North side this year. In a team where he got dropped quite a bit. So yeah, he does deserve that nomination, Horton-Francis. And round 8, Heath Chapman. Come on, Chappie. Let's win it, Chappie. And now let's go rounds 9 to 16, the Rising Star nominees. In round 9, Corey Durgan of the Carlton Footy Club. He obviously had a very good year for a Blue Soldiers that was in the top 8 all the way to around 23. Absolutely suck shit, Carlton fans. I don't care if you come at me. In round 10, Joel Jeffrey. I remember watching this game against the Dogs, and he was absolutely ridiculous and made his name known to the competition. Round 11, Sam De Koning. For me, it's either Dacos or De Koning for the Rising Star, and I think it should still go to Nick Dacos. I mean, Sam De Koning's a general in the minor premierships defence in his second year. It's ridiculous. Round 12, Logan Mcdonald. He was my Rising Star tip last year. He had an injury ravaged and also couldn't really get a game last year for the Swans, but good year for him this year. Brandon Walker, round 13. Brandon Walker, bring it home. Come on. I remember this game against Hawthorn too, and he was absolutely phenomenal running from the back line. In round 14, Essendon's Ben Hobbs. Like Nick Martin, him and yeah, Hobbs and Martin both had very consistent and building years for the Bombers. In round 15, Port defender Lockie Jones in his second year. He looks like a natural down back for the Power, and he'll be a long-term player for them for sure. Another Bombers player, round 16, Massimo D'Ambrosio. Got him from the mid-season drafts, and what a star he will become. He is so composed out the back line and so speedy and so clean with the ball. Now the nominees from round 17 to 23, Hugo Ralph-Smith. He's slung into the Richmond forward line for a lot of this year, and he definitely deserves a nomination, and he was very good in this game against Gold Coast, where they did lose after the siren. But yeah, his forward craft's elite for such a young player. Round 18, Josh Ward. Thought he may have got a nomination a bit earlier, but I think he racked up like 30-something touches this game against the Eagles. Definitely a standout game for him. Round 19, Jamari Ugle-Hagan, the number 1 pick from a couple of years ago, finally made his mark on the competition and beat the reigning premiers in the last second with a 55 mega goal from the pocket. Absolutely incredible game from Jamari Ugle-Hagan. That was in round 20. It was Noah Cumberland. The week after half costing Richmond a win against Fremantle, which ended up a draw the week before. He kicked about 5 against the Lions and got a last-minute win for them. Yeah, what a game from Noel Cumberland. Round 21, Elijah Hollands. He was incredible. I mean, I wasn't expecting Elijah Hollands in his second or third game to light up the competition like this. This game went under the radar, and not enough people saw what Elijah Hollands can really do. He was absolutely phenomenal. In round 22, Marcus Winhager locked down Lachie Neale like a padlock in a high-security prison. A shit comparison, but Marcus Winhager was incredible against the Brisbane Lions in round 22. And round 23, I think I know who it is. Drizzy, Nathan O'Driscoll against the Giants. He deserved it earlier. It was a little bit of an unexpected nomination, but bloody hell, Nathan O'Driscoll, you're a superstar, mate. Right, so they've got all the nominations up on stage, and Kath Logan's just said, the 3 Fremantle players can't be with us because they're preparing for our final. Look, I don't care if we lose our final. Get to the awards night. I want to see Walker, I want to see O'Driscoll, and I want to see Chapman. The rising star, 3rd place, is John Newcomb. 2nd place should be Sam De Koning, I assume. Yeah, fair enough, Sam De Koning. And 1st, Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos wins the Rising Star in his 1st year. Wow. And now for the Coleman Medal, Eddie Betts will award it. Charlie Curno's won it, we all know that. The AFL Players Association, 1st year player nominees, AFLPA, best 1st year player nominees, Jesse Motlop from South Freo, just down the road from me, Josh Gibkiss, Marcus Winhager, Nick Marsden, and Nick Dacos. I would be shocked if Dacos doesn't win this, let me say that. And it's Nick Dacos, so he'll be back up on stage for the 17th time tonight. Now the AFLPA Most Courageous Player, these are the nominees. Braden Maynard, Jack Viney, Liam Baker, Paddy Buchanan, and Sam Doherty. I think it has to go with Sam Doherty. I think Doherty should win the award for mine. And it's Liam Baker. Wow. I thought we'd had to go to Doc, but there we go. And the nominees for the AFLPA Best Captain, Joel Selwood, The Bont, who's up on stage, Gawn, Cripps, and Pendlebury. Imagine Bont wins it. And Scott Pendlebury wins Best Captain, and a phenomenal year for the Pies. Nominees for the Best Player. Yes, Andy! Come on, Andy. Please, Andy. He's a nominee for the AFLPA MVP. Oh, please, Andy. Andy, Oliver, Cameron, Neale, and Bolton. I think Cameron and Bolton are the 2 best players in the comp. But wow, please. Yes! Oh, Andy's won it! Oh, come on! Yes! Oh, my days! Come on! Come on! Alright, well, I did watch the All-Australian off camera, and now let me give you my thoughts on it and the full team. So starting off with the back line was Tom Stewart, Stephen May, Braden Maynard, Jack Sinclair, Sam Taylor, and Adam Sard. The only 2 players in the actual back line that I had in my team were Tom Stewart and Jack Sinclair. So Stephen May gets a nod, Sam Taylor gets a nod. I'm a bit iffy on May, obviously he's a great player. Sam Taylor was probably a border player for mine. Maynard was a little bit shocked with an Adam Sard. I can definitely understand he had a great year. So yeah, very different to my back 6 that I picked. In the midfield, we have Took Miller, Clayton Oliver, Callum Mills, Max Gawn, Paddy Cripps, and Lachie Neale. I have all of those players except for Clayton Oliver in my team. I only had Gordon Miller on my field, but then I had Cripps, Neale, and Mills on my bench. Now to the forward line. Christian Petracca, Jeremy Cameron, Shai Bolton, Charlie Curnow, Tom Hawkins, and Tyson Stengel. In my forward line, I did have Jeremy Cameron, Shai Bolton, Charlie Curnow, and Tyson Stengel. Tom Hawkins and Christian Petracca the only exceptions. Yeah, again, that's such a cracking forward line. Petracca did definitely deserve a nod, and Tom Hawkins does as well. And on the interchange, Mark Blitzarves, Andy Brayshaw, Isaac Heaney, and Connor Rozee. I had Blitzarves, Brayshaw, and Rozee all in my starting lineup. I'm shocked Brayshaw wasn't in the starting lineup. But yeah, he did win the AFL Players MVP, which is better than the Brownlow. And then Isaac Heaney on the bench, who I didn't have. So overall, I'm pretty sound with the team. It was a bit unexpected at times. Brayshaw not starting, then there were a few absolute snubs like Tom Barrass, James Sicily, even Tom Lynch, Rory Laird. Yeah, there are a few others I missed, but there were a lot of snubs in this All-Australian. So yeah, it's not the most content and well-taken All-Australian of all time by many fans and me. But yeah, I mean, it's over now. We can't change it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.